So no matter how big a company or an industry is, it's always led by two or three things. Even at this company, not everything makes big money. Fox News, Tubi drives a lot of revenue. The S&P 500 last year, 2023, the S&P 500, all those companies, 75% of the returns were 7 companies last year. Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Tesla has since tanked. That's it. 75% of the returns on some tech companies. Everybody else bleeding, plateauing, not doing well. All companies are led by two or three things. And that brings me to the 49ers, who, according to their owner, are going now to pay Brock Purdy and give him a, quote, massive extension. It's what the market is. What's Brock Purdy's market? The Niners are at a very fragile point, and I'm not sure they understand it. The fact that Brock Purdy is cheap/free allows a stacked roster, and they've missed badly on enough draft picks. They're actually perilously thin. Trey Lance, whiff. Javon Kinlaw, whiff. Couple of third-round running backs, whiff. Danny Gray, wide receiver, whiff. Outside of left tackle, Trent Williams. It's not a very good offensive line. They've missed on too many. They're becoming very much the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys, about 6-7 years ago, before they paid Dak the big money, you had that feeling, right? Ooh, it looks special, Super Bowl team. But once they paid a good quarterback great money, the Cowboys are no longer Super Bowl viable. It's all fool's gold. They had to let go of a Dalton Schultz and Amari Cooper. Dallas got thin in spots and 1 or 2 injuries, and it all came crumbling down. This 49er machine, just like the S&P 500, is driven by 3 things. Kyle Shanahan's scheme, Brock Purdy's free, and Christian McCaffrey is dominant. And if you think it's about defense, the Niners' defense gets carved up by good offenses. It's not the defense. It's not the defense that leads them. It's getting older, and there's holes. Kyle Shanahan has won 75% of his games with Christian McCaffrey. He's under 500 without Christian McCaffrey. And how long can you give this kid 200 and 300 touches? I'm not saying if you pay Brock Purdy, it's going to come tumbling down like a Jenga game, but it's going to look a lot like the Cowboys. Very, very thin. And about the time January hits, you don't really match up with a Kansas City, a Baltimore, a Buffalo, maybe a Detroit and a Green Bay going forward. You don't quite have the pieces. You know, you lost that one receiver, your tight end's banged up, Trent Williams can't play. That's the Cowboys. 3 or 4 great players and really, really thin after that. Essentially, Brock Purdy is like free shipping for Amazon. It makes the model work. You double and triple that Amazon shipping, their stock ends up probably looking more like Tesla. Every major business, they call it the Magnificent Seven. The S&P 500 are a big chunk of our economy, 7 companies. And they don't always hit year after year after year. Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Tesla, and Tesla's in the tank. Just a handful drive even the biggest machines. Brock Purdy being free is a big driver of that. So, I try. One of the things I have done through the course of time, when social media exploded about 10 years ago, I played a lot with it. But I just kind of got tired of giving lonely, angry, silly people oxygen. So I sort of avoid it now, and I just use it for marketing. And, I saw a story, a headline. Fans are losing their minds after Caleb Williams reveals painted nails and a pink phone. Apparently, during the women's basketball game for USC, I watched parts of the game. I saw him. I did not see that. We have a still shot of that. This is another example of headline doesn't match reality. I do not believe 95% of fans care, 95% of media cares, and 0% of NFL general managers care. I think this is the media giving oxygen to lonely people on Reddit boards. Stop. Every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, every week there's a new boycott in America. Oh, boy. 12 people drive it. Take a deep breath. We're all going to be okay. Now, as a parent, there are things I worry about, and it's something I talk about, all the time. What do I let pass? What do I get more restrictive on as a parent? And for a quarterback, there are things I think are important. I think that Wednesday press conference or right after the game, looking the camera in the eye, diffusing noise, playing nice with the media, giving teammates credit. Eli Manning's one of the best ever. Dak Prescott, Brady, they're Hall of Famers at the podium. And there is noise and trouble and controversy looming every week in the NFL. So the quarterbacks that can step to that podium after a game or midweek Wednesday and diffuse it and separate things and clarify things, I think that's important. That's my hat on forward theory. But how you dress, your nails, the color of your phone, who you date, I'm sorry, but Chicago loved Dennis Rodman. I think they're going to be okay with a pink phone from Caleb Williams, who was on our show last week and said, Chicago, if you draft me, here I come.
They love football, so if that's the place, I'm excited for that. The fans love football. It's one of the biggest things that I care about is a place that cares. And so, if that was the place, I'd be excited and get ready to go win games is what I'm excited for, most importantly.
Some of this stuff is generational. The music athletes listen to, some of the friends they hang out with, who they date, what they wear. I'm sorry, it changes. I look at people my age wearing golf shirts everywhere and Hawaiian shirts, and I think, I don't want to fall into that. Why don't I just wear sweats to work and drive a minivan? I mean, we all make choices, right? It all fits us or doesn't fit us. People make judgments on us, what we wear. I'm not going to get caught up on that. I do think in a city like Chicago that gets real noisy, you do need the right coach and quarterback to diffuse these 5-alarm fires that happen about every third week. That, I think, is a substantial gift. Again, Dak, Kirk Cousins, Eli Manning, Brady, Russell Wilson mostly has been very, very good at that. Like, let's just, bring the heat down, bring the temperature down. But I just like being a parent. There's just certain things I'm not going to helicopter on. You know what I mean? You stay away from as much trouble as you can off the field. I don't ask for perfection from my kids. I don't helicopter. Occasionally I have to step in and make a choice. This doesn't bother me whatsoever. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.